This is a typical country lane not far from Lambreton in North Ayrshire, near the boundary with East Ayrshire. In this typical hedgerow we have a mixture of beech trees and oak trees, and here we have some specimens of galls. Now, galls are structures produced by one organism, induced by another. Now, the organism in this case is an oak, and is a type of wasp that's laid an egg in the buds of the oak tree, and that has forced the oak tree to produce a structure that provides protection and sometimes nutrition for the eggs, for the developing larva of the insect concerned. This tree here, this oak tree, is one of the two native ones. This is actually a pedunculate oak. You also find these on sessile oaks as well. They're called oak marble galls, sometimes confused with the oak apple, which is similar, but tends to be found more in England. They're obviously called marbles because of their shape. They're smooth, round, but they do have occasionally little swellings on them, little protuberances. You can see that they've successfully hatched out their young here, because here are the holes from which the one larva emerged. To complete the life cycle, this gall requires a turkey oak, which is not a native species. And the turkey oak, a sort of egg, ant-like eggs are found within the buds of the tree, and from that a fly, sort of the wasp, hatches out and comes to a native oak and lays its eggs. They're also called Devonshire galls. That's because they were first introduced to Devonshire from the Middle East, brought in with timber that was being used for oak for tanning leather, and possibly also using the galls themselves for making ink in those days. They're very prone to being predated on. Things like small mammals, woodpeckers will break into them. So here's some examples of ones that have been damaged. So here the animal concerned has managed to get in and eat the larva. They're green when they start off. They don't always develop. Sometimes they remain stunted. And that can lead to confusion, because there's another type of gall called a kola nut gall, which is small and that particular shape. Oak trees have a large number of different gall types developing upon them. You sometimes find extra small holes, and that's what's called inquilines. Inquilines are other insects that lay their eggs inside the gall, for which they gain protection, that don't actually cause any harm to the gall itself or to the tree. These here look as though they've had an attempt by something to get in, but the larva has escaped. There is a type of fungus that attacks these galls called Phoma gallorum, and it tends to cause swellings and darkenings. So that could be an example there. Maybe these distortions here could have been caused by it. The largest number of these galls are often found on trees that are either stunted, have been coppiced, in this case it's part of a hedgerow. So they seem to do better on trees that are not tall, healthy specimens.